Today I'm going to be giving a review for the film The BFG. Now this is directed by Steven Spielberg and it is based on like I think a popular children's like book story, book series or something like that. 'Cause I never really heard of the BFG, because it stands for Big Friendly Giant. I don't think I ever really heard of that particular like book series. I may have, but it's probably faint. But basically, this is like a film adaptation of like the story. Now the story is actually created by I think his name is Roald Dahl. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And it was actually released in I think 1982. The novel itself. But yeah, in the film, it's basically about like a young like orphan girl who's like living in an orphanage, and she befriends like a big like giant guy. Who takes her to a giant country, which is actually his like land where he comes from. And it turns out that like the actual giants that are in his land, they are actually invading the actual like human world, like secretly, but you don't get to see, it's kind of like hidden basically that they're actually invading like the human land basically. Well, the film it opens with like the main like protagonist of the film, who is known as Sophia. Yeah, Sophia, that's her name, and she's played by I think she's played by yeah, I think it's Ruby Barnhill, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's who plays her. Yeah, Ruby Barnhill. It opens with her, and she's like living in an orphanage, like in London. And then she like and suddenly she hears like noises and stuff like that outside her window, because she has a cat with her too as well, and she sees like this huge giant, who comes along, and she tries to run and hide in her bed and stuff like that, but he comes and he snatches her out the bedroom. But and then after that, like he takes her to like giant country, and they become to get close and all that. But she's complaining about, why did you take me and stuff? Why you take me from like the orphanage and stuff like that? Why are you doing this to me and everything like that? But he did. That's what's kind of off about it. He doesn't really explain why he did this to her. He just like took her and left. It's like they don't really go into enough detail why he did that. But eventually, she grows into him to like him and accept him and stuff like that. He tells her about the giants who are living in a giant country, which is his land. And they're actually like much bigger than the BFG. They're like huge, and they're even more bigger than him. They're actually giants compared to him, but he kind of like is kind of running with their size. Whereas like Sophie, she's like so small she can fit in his hand. But yeah, it turns out that the giants are secretly coming into like London, and actually I think like eating like the kids and stuff. Because when you go into the giant country, you actually get to see like vehicles and stuff that were like destroyed and taken from like the human world basically, like that's taking, even like clothes and stuff like that. Because at one part of the film, like when I think when yeah, the BFGs, he's cutting up like fruit or something like that he's eating. Well, he wasn't actually cutting up. It had somehow failed on Sophia, and he had to actually wash her off. And it turns out that he had clothes to give her. So it kind of shows you that. But other than that, it's like I don't really go into like enough, like I don't think like detail about what was going on with why did he do that and stuff like that, why did he take Sophia and all that. But then it turns out, I won't spoil it, that it is like a reason why he kind of did it that way. Now like the BFG himself, of course, he is actually like very tall, and they say he's 20 foot tall. But he is voiced by a Mark Rylance. I mean, a Mark Rylance. He didn't actually have like, he wasn't actually like an actor, because it's like CGI. He's actually like like a voiceover. But I thought like I thought this film was it was entertaining, and like I like the pace of it. Like when it started off, I thought it was like real cool and like interesting and funny, especially when she first meets like Sophia, Sophie first meets the BFG. Those moments are cool. Like when he's like sneaking around the city and stuff like that. I thought moments like that were like awesome, because it looked cool. But like the actual like CGI effects for like the BFG, I didn't think they were too great. Like when you actually get to that close up like looks like shots of his face and stuff like that. I didn't really think those scenes were too high. And then kind of like kind of fakeish. Like they could have done a better job basically. But like when he's like moving around and stuff, like when you don't see him too close, it looks awesome, Because then you have Sophia, she in this world with him too, and everything is like gigantic around her, like frying pans and plates and stuff like that. Everything is so like huge compared to her, So I thought that was kind of cool. And plus, like the look of like the other giants, who were actually like the villains of the film, they're actually like much huger than the BFG, and I thought they were kind of decent. They actually kind of did kind of better, but I still thought the BFG himself, like his movements and stuff when he's like running or jumping around or sneaking, because he has a cloak on too as well, I thought those moments like that were cool too as well. But there's also like another plot thing in the film that was kind of confusing, and it's actually like the basis of the film too. It's something about like him being able to, he actually can like collect dreams and actually can put dreams like in people's head or something like that. God, at first I thought that's what was actually going on with Sophie, like this whole thing was a dream. Because the world of the giants themselves, that's nothing I thought was kind of cool too, It's actually like they actually live in this world. It's like actually like a part of like the human world, this world the giants weren't afraid. They knew about giants, basically like humans like Sophie and all that, or like the Queen of London and stuff like that, they actually knew that the giants existed, basically, but they had their own like country and stuff like that, so they actually are established in the human world. They just didn't come out of nowhere, They actually supposed, I think, know about the giants, So that's what the film turns out to be, The BFG takes Sophie, then they join with like the humans, in London, and stuff like that to actually like confront the giants or who are living in a giant country, because they're coming from giant country into like the human world and snatching up humans and eating them or something like that. But it's kind of like hidden, because you don't never get to really see them coming to like London or anything like that. You only see like the BFG himself coming into London, But yeah, and I thought this film, I thought the performances were, I thought like, yeah, then you have Jermaine Clement. Yeah, he has the same name as me, as like he was actually like the 50-foot giant, like the leader of the man-eating giants. He was actually the villain of the film. He's played by Jermaine Clement, and this guy has the same name I have, I thought that was kind of cool, except for in the R in it, But Ruby Barnhill as Sophie, I thought she was pretty cool in her performance, especially being that she's such a young actress, And you have like other people in here too as well, that you get to see and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna touch on that. But the look of the film, it was very cool looking, especially like when they're in a giant country, scenes like that were like awesome. I thought were cool, and stuff like that and so on, But then I think I'll be aiming at giving this film, like, and I know, like I said, it's directed by Steven Spielberg, and it was actually based on a book story known as the BFG, written by Roald Dahl. I think that's how you pronounce his name, But then I'll be giving the BFG, I'm aiming at a B- for this film, I recommend it for, I guess, fans like of the story, or if you're just fans of these kind of like films about like giant humanoid like type people, beings, I think this would be cool for them fans of that kind of stuff, So yeah, this is my review for the BFG, which I'm giving a B-. Alright, I'll catch y'all later.